I can do, sir, please. Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please. Please.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Today's video takes us to Newport News, Virginia, where we find Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head having an interaction with one of the local police officers, all to no avail. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy! Now, for those of you not familiar with Mrs. Potato Head and Humpty Dumpty, allow me to introduce you to them, because I don't do too many videos on them lately. Yeah, they're a couple of clowns with no jobs. They deliver fast food for a living. And GBTY, the name of their channel, stands for Gardening by the Yard. GBTY. How lovely. Let's roll the clip now.
I'm just asking if you're sitting where the gloves are. I'm asking for my own knowledge. So what is going on here? I'm asking what's going on here. Why is it constantly intimidation? What do you... No, I want to ask you these questions. Sir, I live this. I live this every day. I live this every day, and every time we have some sort of interaction, this is the response that is had. It's overreaction.
That's Mrs. Potato Head flapping her gums. Her and her husband deliver Grubhub for a living. I think they eat part of the food before they deliver it by the looks of her. But that's none of my business. Let's carry on.
You are a man of authority, are you not? Are you a man of authority? Are you a man of authority? After you answer mine, are you a man of authority? Will you answer mine after I answer yours? Okay, perfect.
Why am I sitting here? Because I have an individual who's acting irate, cursing, using profanity.
That is a First Amendment right.
That's fine.
You are a constitutional officer, sir.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
That is
You ask me a question. He can do that.
No, you're supposed to ask me a question.
But I don't know whether or not he's stable or not. I don't know whether
You
or
don't
not.
know that after 5-6 years of our interactions with the police? You don't know, you believe that if he was going to be some sort of violent individual that he would not have gotten to that point by now?
Mrs. Potato Head's a lovely woman. Well, I couldn't imagine being married to that, boy, because she always has her mouth open. If she doesn't have some foul words coming out of it, she's got some food going into it. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potato Head?
We have said to you, we have said to you, we have said to the police department, we have said to all kinds of people exactly what our point is, exactly why we do what we do. I am a working class woman. For 6 years, I have been drugged through and almost lost everything that I've had because grown men like you can't just let it go. You are a man of authority, and even with that authority, you cannot just let it go right off your shoulder and move along like the sheriff that you're supposed to be. What do you mean, like what?
I can't sit here.
You can't sit here now. Now you don't have rights.
Hold on.
You don't have rights. To the point in time that you're a government official.
Oh, Mrs. Potato Head says, I'm a regular working class woman. No doubt about it. You and your husband make a perfect couple delivering food over there at Grubhub. Just stop eating it before you deliver it, Mrs. Humpty Dumpty.
You no longer have rights. You are the state. I understand, and that's why I came over here and asked you if I was being pulled over. Because you had your lights on. Somebody saw you, they pulled up. Yeah, okay, so he said a curse word. That's a First Amendment. What illegal word is there in this country? What illegal word? What illegal word is there in this country? You're observing me.
That's right.
You're observing me.
Correct.
Okay.
Do I not have a right to observe?
That's all you guys do.
Do you have reasonable, articulable suspicion or probable cause?
Me and you try to find any way possible to make things miserable for me. And what you don't understand, because it's funny that we ran into you today. Your sheriff's department denied community service over having a cell phone, okay? And I just want to say this to you so that you understand.
You see, the problem with these two yahoos, especially Humpty Dumpty, he was a felon at 16 years old, possession of a sawed-off shotgun. So he's got a real you-know-what for the police. He doesn't like him at all. And because Mrs. Potato Head's married to him, she's got the same attitude. They don't like cops. So every time they see cops, they make it their business to pull over and find out what the cops are doing. Now today, this cop had his lights flashing and they wanted to stop and investigate, and he told them to F off, and they didn't like it. That's the gist of the story right now.
And you can look me in the eye. I'm really glad that we got to see you today so you can really know how much I mean this. You do whatever you want to do to try to put this man in jail. You will not be happy with what my response is. I will find every non-violent way, every way, it'll be my mission, every non-violent way to berate, to degrade, because this is over words and signs, over words. Just like I told the police officer down in Hampton, it is sick. It is a sickness for someone to say something that you dislike and for you to choose to try to use your authority to oppress that person. You're not oppressed. You don't find this oppressive? You don't find that oppressive for somebody who is a
That's your privilege.
law enforcement officer or a law? It's your privilege to sit here.
And none of this conversation is necessary. All they had to do was mind their own business, and they tried to stick their nose in, wanted to know why the police officer was sitting in a private parking lot with his lights flashing. All they had to do was just ignore him, drive on. Yeah, no, they always want to stick their nose in where it doesn't belong, and this is what we're listening to right now. It's a bunch of bloody palaver.
Okay, you're a child, just like Chief Drew.
Listen,
you're a child. You have the authority. You have the state behind you.
Why are you still here?
Why am I still here? Well, first of all, you're
Why the
elected,
fuck are you still here?
First of all, you're an elected official.
Right.
Okay? So as somebody who pays taxes in this city, I have every right to speak to you.
Right.
You choose not to. It just happens that in a situation like this, you're kind of stuck.
I'm not stuck. I can drive away.
You don't want to.
And yet you don't, do you?
Make sure that your authority is known, that you're observing me.
You're a big
Observe
baby.
away. For 7 years, you guys haven't been able to find any crime. No crime. No crime has ever been committed. No crime has ever been committed. No, this is a problem for me. And you're the top official in the sheriff's department.
Let's talk about the Fourth Amendment.
You're going to ignore me. That's your response, is to ignore me, because you have that privilege. That's your response, is to ignore me. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, good people. You see, all they had to do was drive by and shut their mouth, but they can't do that. Yeah, the video continues for about another 10 minutes after this, but I'm telling you, I can only take so much of her ranting and raving. Her voice goes right through me. At any rate, who cares about these idiots? I don't. Not to worry, though. If you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, Mrs. Potato Head and Mr. Humpty Dumpty. Maybe you'll get real jobs one day. Oh, that's right, you can't. Ha ha! Cheers to that!
I've actually studied English, and I have over a 400 level education in English. I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
No reason to have...
I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm going to arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you
record
do.
you in public, man.
Actually,
No, that's
you
the
do.
law.
Oh, is that like a law?
It's against the law.
Oh, what law is that? Funny, because I've never heard about that. I pay for that uniform, I pay for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right? You work for me, right? You're just a little guy. You're just a little guy. You work for me. You are a public servant. You are a public servant. You work for me.